What's going on, guys? Roll here with Seek Find Play, and this morning I got wind of a bit of information coming straight from Nintendo. Apparently they've announced a new console called the NES Mini. Now this looks to be some sort of retro plug-and-play coming directly from Nintendo, which I'm kind of excited about, but there's so many questions that were left unanswered. They just kind of threw it out you and were like, hey, what's up? A little bit of information that we were given is that the console is slated for a November 11th release date of this year. It's going to cost $60. You do get a console and one retro style controller. Essentially it's the mold for the NES regular controllers, and it will be $10 extra if you want another one. Mind you, it is packaged very well. I think it's this collector's edition over the top, but I'm not really sure. It's just got I like the little red lining. It does look interesting. I'm probably gonna get it, but I'd love some more information coming straight from Nintendo about this. It's supposed to be palm size, and it does come equipped with HDMI. Only HDMI? We don't know. We haven't seen the back of the console to see if there's any type of expansion slots for SD cards or any type of audio or anything like that. It does come preloaded with about 30 games. I'll put them up at the top. It's really good games, actually, like the likes of Castlevania, Super C. For some reason a lot of people are kind of questioning that one because they omitted regular Contra for Super C, or I don't know how they picked that. Bobble Bobble, original Final Fantasy, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, all three Mario Brothers. You get Tecmo Bowl. Like I said, I'll put them up at the top, that way I don't have to go through all of them. It does look like there's a good variety for I guess not hardcore, but like gamers who have actually played, for example, the Mega Mans. It's a jump to Mega Man 2. And then there's entry-level stuff like all the Mario. Probably trying to hit all those markets to bring, I guess, attention to it. Not much has been disclosed about the hardware specs. Now, the reason that concerns me is because I own one of these. If you are unfamiliar, this is a Raspberry Pi. If you noticed, it is an HDMI equipped tiny little board. Now, I don't want this thing to be a Raspberry Pi with a fancy shell, if you kind of get my drift. This could very likely, and I think there's a really high probability that it is some sort of emulation box. Now, the reason I say this is that there was a Nintendo rep quoted saying there would be no online, which is okay. There's going to be no expansion past the 30 games. Each game has a multiple suspend points, so you can start wherever you left off with no passwords required. To me, that suggests that there's some sort of virtualized or emulated versions of the game, which is kind of depending on who you are. I say that because things like the Retron or once again these, they don't run very well all the time. So depending on what kind of hardware this has, it could be really good or it could be really bad. Now, seeing as it only has an HDMI output, I'm wondering if the games are actually going to scale properly. The games are originally rendered at 256 by 240. If they are rendered improperly, they're going to look really crappy on your 1080p display TV. So fingers crossed that they upscale the games properly. Also, if you pay attention to the box, you'll see that there's no USB, there's no regular Nintendo plugs. There is the Nintendo proprietary plug. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, check this out. Bam! You see that? What that means is that you will be able to use this guy. And it also works the other way around. Since these have the same type of plugs, you will be able to use the retro style controller on that guy. So you'll be able to use them on your virtual console, which is kind of cool, I guess. Now, this brings up questions like, is this worth it? Will you get it? To me, from a collector standpoint, yes. It is a take on retro, something original that they're bringing back. Not to mention, it looks really cool. One downside, aesthetically, somebody did quote the rep saying that the lid, although it looks cool and is there, does not open and it serves no purpose. So, boo on that. Another question that I personally had is, how did you pick the games? Who decided on what games were going to be included? Was it some sort of lottery or what? Because Mind you, they're awesome games, but there's some staples missing, like Tetris. But that's beside the point. Also, there will be, as of now, there is no talks of a SNES Mini or an N64 Mini, which I know some people have been asking, which would be very cool to get an N64 Mini. But only time will tell. I'm thinking this is maybe some sort of test the waters thing by Nintendo. Hopefully it's not just some ploy to make up for lost wages because the virtual consoles kind of sucked. So yeah, also from a collector's standpoint, how will this affect the market on games? Is this going to inflate prices? Is this going to reduce prices? Is it just going to have no effect? Could it end up being just like one of those Atari or Sega plug-and-play consoles that you can find at like CVS and stuff? I'm hoping it's just another thing that you can buy that affects nothing else. It may bring more attention to the retro scene, which is always awesome, but that comes with more people wanting to get games, more people paying outrageous prices for games that shouldn't be outrageously priced, things like that. But I don't know, should we even worry about that? Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited about this? Will you be getting it? What games do you wish were on there that were not? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you liked it as well, and I will see you guys next time.